Kia ora koutou katoa. Hello Leo, this is Lesley Ormsby and I'm here to do your monthly reading for the August 2020. This one is for, but I'm recording this on the 28th of July 2020. So this will play out for probably this week for a lot of you, as well as going into August 2020. So next month. So gosh, this year's gone quickly, hasn't it? So anyway, excuse me, I'm clearing my throat. So there may be things that are going on with you, some of you, where you need to communicate a bit differently. So, and I'm wearing my lapis lazuli. So, and I do have a bit of a heat cold myself, but it's kind of, I don't feel like this is for me. This what I just was going for. Some of the message here is for you as well. Okay, Leo. So anyway, I'm just going to take a breath. So there may be something where you maybe just needing to take a breath, step back, sit back or sit up as well, and do like a meditation or a clearing sort of energy with you, just to like, I don't know, balance your energy, calm down. There's a sense of calming within you, but there's a nervous sense of calming within you. A nervous calm, a calm nervous as well. Well, you're trying to be calm, but there's a nervousness in there. So I'm just hearing like, just like sit and be still and allow your mind to just let it go. Let your mind run, but don't fight it and try and stop it, because I feel like you're making it worse. Okay, so just like let it go and then take notice of what's going on and like, yep, okay, and then ground yourself. I'm hearing more ground yourself at the moment as well. Because when they're talking about like just let it go, because sometimes when we're like doing a meditation or we're trying to stop our mind from thinking, it's like it can make it worse. So what I'm hearing is like acknowledging what is going on or being aware. This is about trying to bring your, or working with bringing you aware, your awareness to the fact that your mind is going. So before it gets there, so if something is coming up, for instance, and it's like, okay, it's like becoming or bringing yourself to that consciousness of, of what you're doing, where you're going, what you're, where you're placing yourself in, into. It's like this preparedness sort of thing, because whatever it is, is coming up, your mind might go into overload. So there's a sense of writing things down, getting it out, writing it down. So so you're not fighting with what is going on and in your head, because you're getting it out. Now, the other thing is, anyway, I need to go back to the beginning because it's kind of, I forgot to complete my introduction. So anyway, so welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Lesley Ormsby, and I'm a psychic medium, a healer and teacher of mystical, all sorts of things, spiritual, mystical and galactical sort of energies, things that come through. And of course, these monthly reads and weekly reads are something that I do as well. So I'm up to, like I say, August with you, Leo, and going into August. So, and just want to say that these reads are general reads, or the messages that come through, so they may or may not resonate with you. If they do, wonderful. If they don't, then just leave it or put it to the side, and it might make more sense to you later, because it might be more of a forecast for you than something that which is generally what readings are about. However, some of you may be right. It might be you might be right in it now, and it might be playing out for you right now. So it will be some sort of confirmation for you for going into August, about how you may be able to handle things as you're wandering or meandering through August, okay? And others of you, it may be an intuitive feeling that you have been picking up, so it could be good clarification for you, and that you already know that something's coming up and how you can deal with it, and possibilities anyway. So anyway, I'm using the Sacred Earth Oracle deck this for this month, and also the tarot, my trusty tarot cards, which I'm going to have to get another deck because they're getting a little bit used, and also the angels have come through. So the angels didn't actually wanted me to bring through their cards as well, messages. So first of all, I'm going to start off with the Sacred Earth Oracle deck. So which is pretty much the theme of the month. So I feel like we'll probably have about 2 or 3 cards that might come out. No, I said 2 or 3, not 10. Oh, okay, I'm going to take these. It's not quite 10, they said. So the first one out is rediscovery. So I feel like for you, Leo, there's probably going to be some sort of rediscovery with you. And look at this beautiful girl in this picture. So, and you know, and you can see like a person down in there as well. So it's like bringing out the child in you. For some of you, it will be. I'm seeing lots of people in here. Birds and also animals and things like that, but there's a rediscovery of you, and a rediscovery not just of you but parts of you that you have maybe tucked away, like your creative side, your art. There may be like art, you may have done a lot of art when you were younger, or it's something that you wanted to pursue and you've not really done it, and you've tucked it away, or you've gone along and done something else in life rather than follow what you really wanted to do. So maybe now is a good time for you to acknowledge that and begin to bring that more into your life. And it's not saying you have to give up your day job. Some of you may do that, but some of you maybe just it's bringing it and exploring that and working your way towards giving up your day job. It's, I don't know what it is so for you, but that's your decision to make. But there seems to be it was something else that's come out of you in the way that you move, and the way that you speak, and the way that you do it. So there's a rediscovery anyway through this month of August for you. So the next card out is Surface, and it's in reverse. Okay, so it could be that you've been a little bit resistant. There's the word that I'm hearing, but also you've maybe like I say, tucked it away, something away. And there's something that's going to surface anyway, and I feel like it's about this rediscovery, and some of it will, for a lot of you, it will be quite wonderful, and for some of you, it'll be quite wonderful, but it may not feel quite wonderful. So there are things that are going to surface up that you may be like you are looking at, that are probably needing or be good to process for you. So it's like when they do surface, don't resist it. Look at it. And this is where this rediscovery comes from, because there's something in there that is the universe is asking you to bring out of you, so you can rediscover what it is, okay, for you. What, this love or whatever that you're wanting to do. Alchemy, because this is alchemy is, for me, is the magician inside of you, but it's about turning things. You can turn something into gold, basically, or turning and create something out of nothing is what they're talking about. So some of you, it's like you may be a really good jolly well cook, and you know how some people can just go in the kitchen and they know through experience as well and learning and taking note, but some people have this natural ability. Like in the kitchen, I have a friend of mine, but she's really into food, and she can just make something out of nothing, really, and it'd turn out really, really good. If I tried to do the same, it's like turn out like crap, but or not as tasty. Not as tasty, or as nice looking, but good look. But it's like to look at it and it's like, oh god, that doesn't look like that. But anyway, but it's edible. So or something. It may be like you're an artist, and with some people there's this inner knowing and this knack for things, and it may be that you just like create something and it's just absolutely beautiful. But remember, there's an artist in every one of us. We're not all Picasso, so not all of our work's going to look like that. We're not all Goldies, so we're not all going to paint like that. It's about finding your niche and expressing yourself. So some people, it depends on what your art is, or what it is for you. Some of you could be doing cool fi-fi panels, or or whatever it is. It could be like tiles. You may be really good at tiling, or landscaping, or whatever it is for you. So keep the door open when we're talking about creativity and art in that sort of way. And then there's something to do with unity. So it's like when I see this, there's something about the world, but something's bringing you back to you, to knowing your world, I'm feeling. Okay, so I feel like there's something, maybe you're outside of a community, or could be your family that you may have been. It's like there's some sort of unity with family, some sort of unity. Maybe for some of you, I'm hearing spiritually wise, that maybe you've tucked away this side of you for a few years and not really... got into it, you could say, or into it, and just like coming back into, so there's some sort of unity there for next month that some of you will experience. Then redemption. Oh, repetition. Redemption. When I say redemption. Well, there may be some redemption for some of you in that. So, but this is actually repetition. So repetition is there. I'm going to turn it up the correct way. So there's something that maybe, oh, because you see, look at the moon cycles up the top there. Repetition. So there may be something that is repetitive that's going on. With all of this rediscovery and surfacing is coming up for you to sort out, so you can break a cycle of some sort, okay? And it could be something like you maybe like you're wanting to do, you know, you've maybe not felt like you can, you know, be a work in business, or maybe that your business is, you know, or you're saving up for something in your life, and it may be that it's not working or hasn't worked out for you in the past, or there may be some limiting belief patterns and things like that, and thoughts that are coming up that you're sorting out. So that's what I feel like that repetition is. But it's also, for some of you, is like, remember what it was like. You know, remember what you did the last time, and repeat that pattern, repeat that recipe, because that's, you know, there's that energy, like for manifesting, is going into that energy. So something along the way there has, you know, has maybe like surfaced and like made you go deeper and like forget about all that stuff. But something is surfacing again to help you, or resurfacing, or actually no, not resurfacing, surfacing to help you move past that, so you can get back on track to turning whatever it is that you want to do into, to make it happen, basically. So in a sense, there seems to be some sort of unity within you, okay? How cool is that? And there will be fragments as well, is the next one. Fragments of things that are coming up, fragments of the recipe, fragments of things are starting to come together. That's what I'm hearing about that. Because see, yeah, this is beautiful. And then this is in reverse too. So listening. So there may be something, a part of you that isn't listening. And when we're talking about listening, it's like you're hearing the messages maybe, but you're not actually taking action, or you're not doing anything with it. So maybe it's about time you start doing something with it, okay? That's and listen to what the guidance is that is coming through to you. It could be the way through spirit. You may be hearing it, feeling it, sensing it in some way or form. And they may be dropping signs through other people and occurrences that are happening in your life, and you're not listening. It's like, what the hell? So I feel like for some of you, you will have this undeniable urge to fulfill it, or go through with something, and see what happens. It's just like you have no choice but to, basically. For some of you, it's going to be backed in the corner, where you have to do something about something and make a decision or make a move, or it just feels so right to do it. And then others of you may balk at it a bit longer. So, but it's a step forward, okay, or it's a step towards, and where it is that it's like some baby steps, making some, yeah, taking some baby steps into it, more. But others of you are taking some bigger steps, and some of you are taking one giant leap of faith within yourself. Awesome. Cool. So anyway, I'm just shuffling the tarot now to see. Oh, shit. Okay, there's a lot coming out. So there's a lot happening, so I'm not going to go with all that, because that's like, I might just write a bloody book. So there is something about you maybe writing a book. So some of you might be at that, and maybe put it away. So it's time to maybe revisit that. Or whatever it is that you're creating. It could be a course. Okay, anyway, new emotional beginnings. Whoa, Page of Cups. So there we go. So it's like there's something about putting some, recognizing them, I feel. Recognizing them is the word I'm getting. So you're recognizing something, because then I'm looking at the water, and in the reflection in the water. That's what I'm looking at. It's like you see something. You're looking at something that's and it's like triggers something else in you that's like, whoa, I have to, okay, I'm the only one. I am it, you know, that's me. That's what I need to do. That's where I have to go. I've got to like keep on top of this, or this is, so there's these seem, I feel like there's this unraveling of, you know, it's, you know, this sense of, okay, you put your own foot down and then you start to move forward, because it's just like this feeling, I have to do it now, or I have to make a choice, and it's for your own, it's for your own good, not for anybody else's, but for you. Okay, this is where they're going with that. Okay, so now there's two cards come out, but I've turned this one over first. So there's the Three of Pentacles. There seems to be like an initial completion of work that's there with the Three of Pentacles, and that's the theme around the Three of Pentacles. But I'm going to turn it up the right way to shift the energy, that you've got something going, but then maybe you're not recognizing or acknowledging it. So I feel like that's what that Page of Cups is saying. That's like acknowledging, you know, what you have done, where you are. Because that's what's holding you back, is your own thoughts, your own feelings, your own emotions. At the end of the day, that maybe that's going back to this repetitive cycle that you've not been able to break through fully, you know, properly. So, and it's not to say that you haven't been through this again, but it's like you're going through a different phase or something else. But this comes up, and then we have the Devil card. So there's something, a turning point, where this seems to be like there is a turning point where you have to like release yourself from that. But only you can do that. There's a power and energy imprisoned is with the energy with the Devil, and the, you know, and that's you holding yourself in, you know, imprisoning yourself, your energy, your feelings, your thoughts, your movement. So set yourself free from that which, you know, yeah, because then your energy will lift, because it's like, I feel like you're beating yourself up about something, and it's like, you know, not all of you, some of you, but in some way or form. But it's like when you let yourself free and not allow yourself to be governed by other people's thoughts and feelings and things of the past, and to try something new or try something in a different way, you'll be quite surprised at how it will pan out. Contentment and happy life. So 10 of Cups. So something will come to an end in the way that you're thinking and feeling about it. So I feel like, you know, this is kind of like part of the theme of in the beginning there with the other cups. But there's, you know, the 10 of Cups talks about something coming to an end. Something is coming to an end, which kind of like, and there's a new beginning at the beginning here. So with this, whatever's going on with you now, it's like in leading to, you know, you're feeling a lot more contentment. And they're talking about a happy home life, but I feel like it's happy, not just for some of you, it will be around in the home life as well, but I feel like, you know, for some of you, it is, you know, for you personally, that in your feeling of what happiness is for you. But also, but when you emanate that out, everybody else is happy pretty much, you know what I mean? The grumpy person in the house is, you know, sets the tone in a way. It's like, yeah. But then the happy person can too as well. So it's like, but so don't fight it. It's that same, turn that frown upside down, change it. So there may be some struggle and frustration, you know, with that, with the Five of Wands coming up. So, but that's kind of more physically, I feel, and with your energy as well. So it's like, I feel like this is telling you like this, to let that go. Let it go. So you could be into that, be in that space or that feeling, and knowing that actually, you know, it's okay. I've got to, and, you know, stop fighting yourself is what I'm hearing. But there's a new way of thinking about that. And so then we have the Ace of Cups. So there's a new, you know, a new way of, you know, being, feeling emotionally. So that could be, you know, a good thing or a not so good thing. So, but that's totally up to you. But looking at these cards, I'm feeling like it's more like going into a good thing. But there's going to be a little bit, because we've got the High Priestess now. And it's like, I feel like there's, you know, and with the High Priestess, she's connected to the moon as well. So, and the moon energy will help to bring out some secrets that are revealed and mysteries that are uncovered within you. And without of you as well, so for you to process. So it's kind of like, you know, it's like, there's something happening to bring that out. The energy is moving that way. And then there's the Eight of Cups, where you're walking away from something, you know, these emotions, but walking away in the sense that you're not going to let your emotions or that stuff hold you from, and you're just going to let it flow. Carry on, even though there's this, you know, because that hill is, you know, still walking. It's a bit bleak up that hill, and you're walking upward, but you're going to continue carrying on and working with everything as you're going, because it's like, you know, it's all part of the journey and getting there. Because then we have the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles is the passing of positive traditions. So we come back to this, you know, this 10 again with the 10 of Cups, you know, but it's things, you know, like financially this time. But I feel like it's all got to do, this emotional stuff, it's got to obviously do about finances, but there's a cycle in there. Well, not obviously, I shouldn't say that really, but it's just what fell out of my mouth. And as I think about it, it could be, my thoughts come in there, it could be something else, Spirit just like brought in something else. It could be not just that, but a mix of things which helps bring this financial situation, which is a big portion of it actually, that just asking them to reword that. But for some of us, you will see it, how I've explained it, how I said it in the first place. So they give me a couple of scenarios going on. So you go with whatever one that resonates with you. But I feel like part of that was just like flipping, you know, for you, like when I said it the other way and this way, is to flip it into making it more positive, having a more positive outlook to it, because this is what comes from it. There's a lot more, you know, something pans out, it works out in the end. And it's just quite, you know, because these two cards, you know, I'll put them under, they've fallen out underneath, or they've ended up coming out underneath each other. So there's something, you know, there's more family or unity and stability in there, okay? Which is in there, which is what was basically talked about before. So I'm not sure which angel we'll have here. We'll see who we got. I think it's Archangel Michael. Those cards, yes it is. Okay, oh! Who wants to have a say? So just to mention too, I shuffle all the cards really well before each video that I make, because I just make them one after the other, and I shuffle the cards in between really well. So just to let you know, this card here comes out first, the first message from Archangel Michael. You are the one who holds the key. Absolutely, positively true, okay? Oops. So you look at, and then look, this one, there's a clean slate, a blank slate. And you know, with that, it's like you're the one that writes the story. We are the own ones who write our own story and create it and do it. So it's like, only you can do that. Only I can do that for me. Only you can do that for you. So it's about how you know, write your story from here on now. Now, cool. Now, Archangel Raphael. This is moving really cool. See, look, it's that's all like fallen over, but it's like, that's a good thing. It's just like showing you that actually you are the one who holds the key, and you can break down all those barriers, basically. Now, there's a whole lot of cards that's come out here. Are you expressing your truth and allowing them the same opportunity has come up? Okay. Some of you, there may be a marriage. So it's just going with it. And it's all connected with the way, with what's coming up in these cards. Divine timing is in play right now. It will happen. Allow the universe to bring it together. So sometimes we can actually poke our nose in there. So whether it goes to this marriage, or expressing your truth and allowing yourself to, you know, to somebody else to do the same. Whether you're going into a marriage or leaving. Oh, so new love. Okay, new love there coming through for some of you. And there's this feeling, yeah, okay, honor yourself and your true feelings. Now, that's through this whole, you know, process here, that I feel like what they're talking about is honoring yourself. And then this is in reverse. So, and it says, show up to yourself. Okay, so that's probably what the whole way, like the good summary of this is for you, to show up for you. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there now for you, Leo. So your energy, the energy of Leo, my guides, my spiritual team and the angels, we leave it with you with lots of love, peace, harmony and joy, excitement and adventure. And we'll see you next Tuesday with the weekly for the first week of August. Okay, bye for now.